Hey, dog.
Hello, hello, hello. We are here. Ah, ah, can you help me now? Subscribe, subscribe. Hit the like button. Subscribe and hit the like button. Like button. Yeah, Lord. I am a fool. Good morning. How y'all doing? Um, I am unapologetic Tank coming to you unapologetically as I know how to do that. So we are going to kind of jump right in. Of course, you if you seen intro, um, the intro would tell you this morning. Let me go and see this. This is keeping file because I got to make this into a little podcast after a while. So yes, this is good mornings. This morning, this is a good morning with the I don't know yet um Church of God in Christ AME Missionary Baptist Church. Okay. I'm trying to figure out a name, but right now we don't know. So good morning topics. If you missed late last night, early morning, some hours ago, I'm just trying to get to 1,000 followers, but I have to be consistent. Consistency is key. So I was on video last night. It was nice. I actually did my first full run of like topics and shit and Charlie Kirk and just the whole range of things. So go back to the last video I just did, my last live. I think it's Jimmy Kimmel and something like that. But it's the last one, and you'll see the last live I did. And also hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Yes, hit that subscribe button. If you are feeling decent this morning, hit that subscribe button. We love that for you. So this right here, y'all ain't got to see my country face this morning. Okay, you can sit back in the car and ride. I know I sound very country, but if you're already located in Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas, anywhere across Georgia, Alabama, Florida, we do not count. You can sit back because this is out of your only and no face today, which we do have a few videos, but you can watch those when you make it to work or wherever the hell you're going to. So good morning. If don't nobody else tell you anything else, Jesus loves you, and I don't know about me because I don't know you, but I love you with the love of God. All right. So anyway, welcome again. Hit the subscribe button. We are here this morning. So it is a lot going on. Just in general, a hell of a lot of shit. Um, so of course we all know from last night we talked about Jimmy Kimmel, things like that. And I just really was saying last night, even though this is like this is in kind of shadowing way of a dictatorship, because when you take away the words people can say, um, it gets me. And don't get me wrong, I really hate this left wing, right wing type of thing, and I get it, everybody sides to this and that. Starch Democrat if you hit the X, I guess. I guess I'm blue because I guess whatever. But really, independent at times. I don't know, which I feel like right now, whatever's in the best, I'll say whatever in the best fit of my people, my race, my demographic, whatever you want to say, my cultural, um, um, yeah, I'm gonna vote for what's in best interest. And I know for a fact that is not Donald Trump. All right. So we're gonna jump this off again. Welcome into here. Welcome into this place. Welcome into this broken vessel. Again, and hit that like button. All right, let's jump right in. This is podcast 090125 because this is the first podcast for this. So what I did was I'm gonna go to I ran across a few things. Of course, again, we're learning this together a little bit. So let's go over to Ricky Smile. I think he asked a very, very important question to I think it was Ben Crump, but let's check out this coverage right here. I just seen it earlier this morning. It happened like a day or two ago. This is Ricky Smile, so check out.
One of my best friends on this earth, man. I love you, Ben. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. Ben Crump.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you, Ricky. Thank you to everybody in the Ricky Smiley Nation. Now more than ever, Ricky. Right now, brother, we got to fight.
Yeah, we got. It's a lot going on, and when you look at where the country is headed, people are scared. I know Morning Joe was just speaking of this. There's a lot of uncertainty about. It's just a lot of uncertainty. And one of your biggest concerns right now, Ben, what scare you about this entire situation?
Well, the fact that, Ricky, they continue to chip away at our constitutional rights and protections, and they use every opportunity to take a new act of aggression against black and brown people in America. Even things that don't have anything to do with us, they try to use it to take.
Okay, this is exactly what I've been saying. So, okay, if you missed last night, welcome to the platform again. Hit that like button. This is what I was going through last night. So, I like that I'm doing this. I think for me, I think this is more entertaining, not entertaining, but more informative and more intriguing for me. If I pick out a video, kind of like make a lottery, on a subject that I want, and then I can listen to it while I'm actually on live, and I can actually have that response. And to hear this, I seen it earlier. I said, "What you got here?" Because I admire Ben Crump either way it goes, because we need more Ben Crumps. Okay, we do. But he just going over this, so it's real like what are black people feeling in this nation, and I agree with this. Before you go all the way in, we're gonna see what he's saying. This is very important. You know what I'm saying? Because it's at a matter of when it's their people, it's a difference, for them. But then when they think about us, we are always othered. And it's just in people in color in general. Even though you have some people that's other demographics, more of like Asian, Filipino, Hispanic community, mixed whatever, however it goes, that will vote Democrat. I mean, vote Republican, and that's fine. But really, if you're gonna choose in your best interest, you have to vote another way. But the time we're living in, we're in a recession. I don't give a damn what nobody is saying right now. Okay. We are in a recession. Food is too high, gas is too high. And if this is what the American people voted for, goddamn it, I'm still upset, you know, because this is not how it should be. We should not be giving to the rich and we still give people poor or more stretch in income. Let's finish this up. Thank you.
Take away some more of our rights, like sending the National Guard to all the black cities, even when you got crime at record lows in places like Chicago. And, they sent them to Los Angeles first and then Washington, D.C., crime at record lows. And so you have to put all that into context, Ricky Smiley. I read the other day, they said that if the government is allowed to break the laws when there are emergencies, then they will have emergencies all the time so they could justify breaking the laws. And that seems to be the MO for this administration on every level. When you think about the tragic assassination that had nothing to do with black people, but yet it became an all-out threat on these historically black college campuses.
And why is that, Ben? When the guy that did that was white? How did black people how did we get in?
That is one of the most awesome questions that I had. I know y'all are out there as well. Please, please, you can comment in the comment section and kind of, um, chime in on this part right here as well, because it really shocks me. How do white on white violence begot that you want to go and blow up a HBCU school that's not even nowhere near the location, and a different whole entire part probably of the atmosphere. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Don't even know don't even know the place that you're at. Okay. And our people had nothing to do with it. Why you want to go kill our next generation? That's stupid shit, right? And that's how you know that there's some white people. I'm not gonna say all, because all of them is there not a monolith, but a lot of their asses, okay, was ready to come. I mean, go on a spring cleaning of killing people. Real talk, all over Charlie Kirk. Okay, okay. Like I said before, this is different. We have to wake up. We got to wake the hell up. Okay, we got to wake the hell up. Because baby, like I said in my last live, if this white man can't say what the hell they want to say, listen, listen. Miss Sophia ain't gonna be at home that long. All right, come on, let's finish this.
How did our HBCUs come under attack?
It's the same way Ricky Smiley, they sent in the National Guard to Washington, D.C. and Chicago and all these cities that are controlled by black leaders in the government. They're looking for any opportunity to make it about race. And they want to continue to try to show that we don't matter and on any level. And so what we have to do, Ricky, as I've said on previous occasions, and I've said now even more with my chest even louder, we have to be unapologetic defenders of black life, black liberty, and black humanity, because we are under attack. And they keep saying,
Amen to that. Again, my name is Unapologetic Saying. I didn't know. Listen, I feel like in this time frame, I have, never just been a big politic or like voting deeply or thinking. I just kind of, went with the wind. But the last maybe since Trump's came, I was 15, maybe 14, 15, it's really intrigued me more and more and more. I mean, after Obama, of course, but intrigued more and more because I'm trying to figure out how did this man, how did we get a entertainer of all people and a bigoted racist in the office, and it showed you the overwhelming need in America, the overwhelming need for change, and we had somebody that came in and soaked all the energy up and used it, definitely for the evil. So yeah, let's get through this, and then we'll be to the next thing.
I declare war. I don't care if assassination that has nothing to do with us. I don't care if we got record low crime rates. They're still trying to make it about us because they're trying to use this opportunity to go back in a time where we didn't have the constitutional protections enforced by the law. And that's what it comes down to, Ricky, trying to say that we're.
If you're hearing this right here again, this Rick Smile just covering how they feel about what Black America is going through at the moment. And yes, I understand that we did have a lot of the Hispanic community vote for Trump, and I know we all know that's the FAFO. We already know how they got there. But just overall, they have taken so much of our history, even just Florida, and we are allowing them to do these things. And sometimes I'm gonna move on. I have to move on to the next thing because I don't want to be here a long time. I don't want to get used to moving quick with stories. But um, it really shocks me sometimes that we don't have don't have enough. To me, we don't have enough of us that 30 to 45, 50 range, 30 something, 20, maybe like 20s, that a generation just where we're still unapologetically Black because we have to continue the fight. And that's basically what Ben Crump is saying. Ben Crump is also leading the case, or well, not leading the case, but is the attorney for Trey Reed's family in Mississippi. Trey Reed is the gentleman that passed the other day that they said they found him in the dorm room with his arm, his leg broke, but however, they also found him hanging from a tree. So since we don't know which news is which, and they all confused in Mississippi, um, and The white people are reporting it, and they're not even talking to the family. We're not gonna believe any of that. We just want to stand behind and be in corporate prayer that we bring them sorry son of a bitches to justice. All right, thank you, Ricky Smiley, for that right there. We love you, brother. All right, y'all. Good morning again. Good morning. Okay, we are now about 15 minutes in. If you want to hit that like and subscribe button, right now we are only on YouTube at the moment. Let me go down here. Yeah, we are only on YouTube at the moment. I'm gonna add in Facebook, but Facebook is gonna be like the last 20-30 minutes of the live, mainly because I just feel more comfortable with y'all over here YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I just feel more comfortable. That's all I'm saying. I feel more comfortable. Cause they be sometimes I be worried to act the fool, and sometimes people be just really fucking judgmental. And I don't even have time for that dumb ass shit. Cause I know me, I'm gonna cuss them out, and then it's gonna be, ooh, why you gotta act like that? So anyway, moving on. I want to go into what this is right wing. So let's stay right wing. Let's go to scene 3. So I ran across this guy. Matter of fact, let's bag this up. Let's do it like this. I want to go back to Charlie Kirk. Okay. Can we do that? Thank you. Let's go back to Charlie Kirk. I want to, since we were talking about what Ben Crump was just saying about Black America, I want to just revisit this whole Charlie Kirk thing because I have another video where I want us to look at. It's gonna be a little while video, but listen, we're gonna get through it. Get your coffee. Good morning. I hope you're at work good and safe. So this is people are outraged about. People are outraged about Charlie Kirk's death, right? So I'm gonna tell you something. Black people have the right and every bit of the right emotion and right feeling to feel however they choose to feel about Charlie Kirk, according to y'all First Amendment and y'all motherfucking Bible by this point. But at the same time, I did like the breakdown of the passages that I did last night for Roland Martin. It was really good. Check that out too. And but I just want to reiterate of what Charlie Kirk actually said about George Floyd and what he really thought. And then we're gonna go through from there. We're gonna move on to the next thing. But this is all gonna be together. So let's look at this one. This is Charlie Kirk's opinion about when they asked him a while back about George Floyd again, which he said a lot of shit, but this is just the one I want to go over.
George Floyd that was overdosing on drugs, right? That also, did you know that what Derek Chauvin did to George Floyd was actually in the police manual training? It was completely justified and was trained by his superiors to do. Now, let me ask you a question. How many unarmed black people, on average, are killed by police a year?
Well, I'd have to look up that statistic.
Guess.
Probably over 50%.
Yeah, it's 15 people a year. 15.
Now, off top, let me tell you something. White people, not all, some, a few, not a monolith, maybe 60%, 50%, whatever. These motherfuckers come from a long line of generational anger, hate, bigotry, enslavement, the whole line. And it gets me the same people that sure people have enslaved, beat, disenfranchised. You set them free only to put them in a small area or in a box. Okay. Not only that red lines them, then you on top of that, you pin them against each other by playing job and pick a boy, And then on top of it, then you put drugs and alcohol in the liquor store on every motherfucking corner. And then years later, when it was kind of fucked up and we try to get through the shit, you say, oh my God, it's your fault. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps. But this is systematic. You see what I'm saying? And George Floyd was one of those cases. Yeah, I remember George Floyd. Rest in peace. And I was still love to his family. It's that for me, if y'all saying, I only could watch that video maybe, I think, once or twice. The first time I said, I was just in awe. I was born in 1988. I know that may be old to some of y'all young folks, but fuck you. I look better than you did, more than likely. And I'm gay. Just playing all love. But seriously, when that happened with George Floyd, I was just fucking gasp, right? Because to see, I don't think I heard a lady say a long time ago. We only thing about our history as black people. We got to get pictures and video footage of the Holocaust and these other things. Our stuff was the most worst and terrible, but they never recorded it. Okay, it went to books. They had no cameras, so we didn't get that photo time. So with that, some people just make up their own history, in which it's so important. Getting long way around to the ending of this with Charlie Kirk is that he denies everything that us as a people, what we stood for, who we are, the resilience that we have. He, in my opinion, I say again, in my opinion. Now, Trump, I listen. I don't give no fuck. Okay, I'm from Memphis Beach. I don't listen. I don't give no fuck about y'all. Okay, I'm just trying to be nice as I can because the shit that I really want to say, if you didn't shut Jimmy up and then you shutting Steph, you shut Steven ass up, I know you about to fuck with the View and everybody else. And ain't nobody saying shit yet. But it's all right. When they start blocking their favorite ass white people, then we're gonna talk about that. Next. Israel. Let me shut up. So listen. Charlie, he's saying it right here. He don't give no fuck. You know, George Floyd was not killed, did not die from a drug overdose. This man sat there in this video, and we all know nobody told us to watch it because there's no need of us being traumatic this morning. But George Floyd laid on that ground in that concrete with his stomach on the ground. Could you imagine being black and you always? It's so common. We had a conversation the other day. It's so. I mean, sorry, hit my mic. Racism to me is so common, which it shouldn't be, right? From childbirth on up. Where I've had instances where I know I gotta be good because I'm gonna get killed. I get it, and it's so much different than I think. And a lot of times, I encourage white people to kind of look outside the box. If you're really, really intelligent, right? Really, really intelligent, really smart. Look outside the box and put yourself in those shoes and imagine that feeling on a regular basis to the point where you've come so not numb in a way, but you've learned how to adjust to it. That's bad because white people don't have to tell their children when they go outside late at night, hey, wear your seatbelt and be careful of police because they might shoot you in your fucking head if you move your hand too fast, baby. They ain't gonna do that. You ain't gotta tell your kids shit. All you gotta do, I'm gonna call motherfucking Ricky or I'm gonna call Bob, my lawyer, because my mom, and they allow these things to happen. So to see George Floyd die that way, senselessly, and the man, let me tell you something. That motherfucking police officer had his knee in that man back, baby. And I mean, the look that he had in his eyes was just evil as a motherfucker. Y'all seen that shit. Evil. He knew what he was doing until this man breath left his body. And I think for anybody to experience that live and him and I having, could you imagine a lot of hymns and all the baby? No, we had no. So there's a lot to go into that. So anyway, Charlie Kirk is Charlie Kirk, but I just want to go back into before I go into Charlie Kirk. Just that reason alone, okay? It was an innocent life taken. The man didn't have to. So was Sandra Bland. So was Trayvon Martin and all the rest of the black victims that was died by a police officer's hand. Okay, and the thing is, yeah, we got black on black crime, but if you look at it, real deal, bitch, where it come from? Y'all set that shit up. And you got people brainwashed like it's just them. And now it's systematic as well. Put programs and put stuff into the hood and give people access they need so they have no need to go and rob and kill and steal from each other. Because they too scared. You motherfucker. Let me move on. Let's move on. So that was Charlie Kirk. So after this, I want to go. This is the same. We're gonna stay in the same box. Good morning. How you doing? Hope you all there. So sorry, I got sat back and got comfortable there. Well, this is subscribe. If you want to hit the subscribe button, that's great. I'm gonna go ahead and add in Facebook because I was gonna be mean, but I might have somebody over there that actually probably give a rat's ass. So it's gonna be all right. We're gonna do this, y'all. This is gonna be. I'm actually saving this as well today for my first podcast. So I'm gonna tag that new podcast. Whenever I get it set up right, I'm gonna put that in the comment section. You can follow from there. Follow everywhere online. All right, it says we are now streaming on Facebook. Welcome in, Facebook. Let me go back out this room, get out of here. Oh, Charlie Kirk, he make me itch, girl. He give me highs. Welcome in, Facebook. If you were just joining us this morning, I am doing this is gonna be more of a little bit of a podcast. So right now we are on topic of Charlie Kirk. We just ran over here responses of George Floyd, and kind of giving Peter kind of going back and sidetracking of why a lot of black people and also white people don't give a fuck, and why they firing Jimmy and Steven and these people over, and this man had heinous language, but they never said anything nor censored him. So definitely is a white man's land. And I ain't heard white women say that. They tired of y'all shit too. That's why they taking up all the black dick. Anyway, moving forward. Good morning. Good morning. Let me go down here. Okay, we're gonna hit this. And if you see anything else, I hope you slept well. And also, if you want to, you can do what you do. Let's go into this next set. Okay, so this is I want to go to I'm gonna do Cornell next week. I'm gonna do him. I'm gonna do this for his because I can do this fast. All right, welcome. Let's do
for
this
the
part.
last couple of days.
All right, so I found this guy. I don't know his name. Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all his name because I think we should all know his name. Hold on, give me 1 minute. I found this YouTuber recently, this morning, because I told y'all this how we're gonna I'm gonna be able to run with this right here. To keep y'all entertained while y'all at work or whatever going on. But this is what I ran into this YouTuber. Let me go to history, but I really want to make sure I have his name accurate. What is his name? His name is Cinema Shogun. Cinema, SOHSHOGUN. Cinema Shogun. Shogun, whatever the hell this is. So we're going to sit here for a few minutes and forgive me if I stop in the middle of this. If you would like to, now this will be a very sensitive part, but that you might want to cover your ears, take me off speakerphone, or put your headphones in, because this is about to get very explicit and about to be used some words that the FCC is not allowing, but maybe YouTube will. Praise Lord, because I have no beat button. So you about to hit real. I'm going to give you about a good 30 seconds. Let's go find me a countdown screen because I need you to change and make sure, I got you. Hold on. Hallelujah. All right. So thank y'all for that. That's my thing. So now I got to turn the music off. Turn off. Hold on. Go to this. This is the next thing. Check this out.
For the last couple of days, I've been telling you guys that the left is going to desperately try to change.
And if you're just coming back in, this is Cinema Shogun. I found his big wobbly big back ass the fuck on YouTube, and I want him to. This is that for him. He is really passionate about this writing. And the thing is, I'm not sure of what culture he comes from, but I'm big and on the hill. He's a staunch Republican, Hispanic. Spanish is definitely that. Oh, he's just a white man that got a little, but something there. And he's a real Trump supporter. But I want y'all to just hear understand that this uneducated, probably sitting at home, okay, eating every bit of piece of sugar that JFK has taken out. They send it to his motherfucking house to please him because okay, we're gonna get through this. I'm sorry. Y'all don't even seen the video. I haven't even seen all of it. Anyway, thank you for being here. Subscribe. I'm gonna be quiet. Y'all watch this video. Tune in.
Because they are desperate to change the conversation that is taking place in America right now. Everyone saw Charlie Kirk get killed. But not just that, everyone is seeing the reaction to Charlie getting killed. I know that some of you may think it's cool or cute, hee hee ha ha, to celebrate Charlie's death, but normal people...
Bitch, you know what? It's not a hee hee ha ha. It's a really come to Jesus, fuck around and found out, and using your own the same Bible, King James, ex-gay, whatever the fuck you want to call him, Bible version that you all use over there, sir. This is the same thing, okay? So Charlie Kirk praised guns. He said we have to even have shootouts at the schools in order to make sure we keep the Second Amendment. So I need you to check some shit, and I also need you to check your documentation paperwork to make sure that your shit is right. Because I got to make a phone call. Let's go.
Don't like that. Normal people do not think that's okay. And I think that the left is realizing that. So they are using different tactics to try to change the conversation. Because right now, the only thing on everyone's mind is, hey, these people not only murdered Charlie, but they celebrated it like a bunch of demonic evil ghouls. So the left is desperate to change the narrative.
Okay, let's make a correction because I'm sorry, we can't watch this whole video. We cannot watch this whole video. I am just upset to see this man. He does not have a stationary bike in his background. He does not have look like very minimum education. He looks like maybe right now in that moment while he was making this video that his stomach was sitting in between the crevices with ash in between his legs. I am pretty certain that he has a push start key open penis style type of dick. Okay, and that's about what he can have. I guarantee you that even though he feels this type of way, he has probably a little gay and likes to go in the stalls inside the clubs during midnight hours, if you know what I mean. And he has the right to get on here and bring down everybody else because he feels like the right is right. And the thing, if that's your choice, you good, but you still are ignorant because it's like say if he was Hispanic or Mexican, right? I'm gonna use Yubo, but what what do you think his chances are? You know what I'm saying? You know, of course he got to be the sneakers candy bar best best buyer. Got a gold card to the Willy Wonka factory. Big school bus yield sign ass motherfucker. We don't give a fuck. Okay. Charlie rested wherever the fuck you went. I ain't gonna say rested no goddamn peace. He ain't give us no goddamn peace. I'm supposed to talk good of you after death when you talk shit the whole time you was alive. What the fuck? You must ain't never to no black funeral. We need to give Charlie a black funeral, then give all the black folks a mic. Let's go, y'all. We almost gotta get out of here.
The first tactic that they used was they rounded up their chaos agents, much like Tyler Robinson. They rounded up their chaos agents and they sent them out to Charlie Kirk memorial services all across America. They were sending people out to destroy murals. They were destroying memorials. They were trying to start problems, trying to get a reaction from Charlie Kirk's supporters. So then they can point the finger and play victim and act like, oh, it's y'all that are violent, even though they are the ones that just killed Charlie and then danced on his grave literally seconds later. So they've been sending people out to these memorials.
Okay, so I just want to correct this man right here. And this is what people they think like him. They watch like stuff like this of each other, sitting around collecting a welfare check. Black people don't collect as much at all as white people collect welfare. It's always been a known fact. One thing I don't get about the Republicans, and I don't get about Fox News, I don't get about some places, is that how do you know the starch earned motherfucking truth and you still put out a lie? Because a lie is always so much more entertaining. Correctly. Y'all entertain stupid shit more than you can entertain anything else. I wish right now that y'all would hit a like button and tell me that, this is more important than goddamn nails, weave, hair, goddamn it, the club, goddamn big bottle Ben and Jerry Joe ass right here sitting beside me like he done took every goddamn thing from Baskin Robbins. They only got 2 flavors left and a scoop in a bowl. Hit the like button for me and hit a subscribe button. Come on. We have more important things to worry about. And this is what they do. So you know what I'm saying? So we as Americans itself, just outside of race itself too, we have to do better. And you know what I'm saying? And you got this dummy who really don't understand. I just want to feel important. And the thing is, how you look, bitch, they'll put your ass on the goddamn boat with us. Come on now, let's be real. So let's move on, because I was gonna say and listen to this man, but child, listen, it's giving 11th grade dropout trailer park at this moment. And I ain't got time for this. I just don't have time for that. I love y'all. Let's move on. Let's see what else I got down here. Yeah, okay, so let's go to okay, while we in the still Charlie Kirk mode, let's go keep on. Let's stay in Charlie Kirk. If you're watching, thank you. Hit that subscribe and like button. That would be the best thing you could always do to support the channel. Um, anything else above that, you know what I'm saying, is just a blessing. Okay, but you can't hit that subscribe button right now while we are moving through the show. This is a audio only. First time audio only. Hopefully it sounds good. Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions on how the sound is. Am I too loud? Is it too much? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm country as hell. But you can, drop me some in the comments if it needed to be. Anyway, moving forward, we're gonna get off of this man. We finna get up out of here, girl. We gotta go. We got to go. Let's go over to let me get this room. Shit. Smell like motherfucking spoiled ass mayonnaise in that room. Bitch. Oof, I'm gonna take a shower from leaving him. Let's go over to Cornel West. Okay. So this is another example where I was talking about Charlie Kirk, and I want to sit this down to you. Cornel West is one of the most brilliant minds of our generation. Okay, he is a black man. He is studied, tried, and true. He has lived experience, book experience, and he is very wise. And honestly, I love watching Dr. Cornel West because I like that he can go on these very strong, starch, right wing shows and really hold foot to the fire after he gets down. Sometimes the one we finna watch now, sometimes he get loose on your ass. Okay, he comes out of that corporate cunt honey and puts on that nigga and say bitch, and I love that about him. So let's step in. Let's watch this interaction that Cornel West had with on the Pierce Morgan show here recently. I don't know if you've seen this, but let's check this out too.
You see, this brother right here says, well, all leftists want to see me dead. When I'm a leftist, I don't want to see you dead. I'm a Christian.
You called Trump's administration a neo-fascist movement, you lunatic. People have gone out
You're
of your
absolutely
way.
right.
You have gone out of your way.
No, let me make the
to
case.
Do everything
let me make
to
the case.
This.
Let me make the case.
Oh, yeah,
Will you allow me to speak,
case.
brother? Come on, man. Come on. No, you haven't made the case. If you think I've made the case, then you're not interested in dialogue.
You just said this brother over here said this.
You're very, very different than Brother Charlie, man. You're very different than Charlie, though, man. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
and I can make a case for that,
people
too.
like you that got that man killed, sir.
No. There are such a thing as neo-fascists. But Pierce, why you have a brother on who's not going to allow nobody to speak, man? We're just wasting time. If all you're interested in is making your money and you bring this brother on it and nobody can say a word and we can't even mourn Brother Charlie passing. I had dialogues with Brother Charlie. This brother's going to say, oh, this kumbaya and so forth. No. Charlie was made in the image of a loving and mighty God. I believe that. I say my prayers for Sister Erica and the kids.
Again, I love Cornel West, but listen, I know why he went that route, you know what I'm saying, with that language, because you got to look at it right now. They ain't should have Steven up, this is it, so you can imagine what they would do to him. So he went the right way. He trying to be the bigger person, yeah. He don't deserve to be killed like that. No, he don't deserve it. However, no words needed. What's understood ain't got to be explained.
Kids, because this brother wants to trash my Christian sensibility, and look at him laughing now. It's a joke, man. Pierce, it's not worth it.
Is Charlie Kirk part of the neo-fascist movement?
Not with this brother.
Is he part of your neo-fascist movement?
Not with this brother.
Yeah.
When Charlie himself says that he is against Civil Rights Act, does that make him a proponent of Jim Crow? When he calls Martin Luther King Jr. an awful human being and a scumbag?
There it is.
And that's what gets me is like, for this set of people. Of course, on the Pierce Morgan show, Cornel West got so mad, because in this moment, because his whole thing is, oh my God, Charlie, and we have just senseless murders over and over and over again, and it just really gets me to see the audacity and the hypocrisy that they use, because they preach the same language and then turn around and criticize somebody else for doing the same shit they doing. And the thing is, how they're doing on that side, actually a lot nicer than what they're doing. Trump is a motherfucking thug hoe. If I would have any other way, I was accused from West Memphis, Arkansas. Okay, him and his whole administration team.
I'm critical of that. I am critical of that. You're absolutely right, Brother Wilson. You're absolutely right. But if all you're going to do is be arrogant, you're arrogant just like the so-called leftists you're talking about. But Pierce, you making your money, brother. Go on and make your money, man.
It's not about making.
Not worth it.
Cornell,
this brother
it's not
right
about
here
making
is
money.
part of the problem. This other brother who has a deep connection to Charlie, he's willing to at least listen. But this brother's not willing to listen.
Cornell, can you sit down?
And for you to know, if you of course, like y'all know who Cornel Wilson is. You know, Cornel Wilson's not with that. He is all about communication. He is all about you hearing his side, him hearing your side, and y'all coming to like a middle ground. And I admire and I respect him for that. Now, if that was me, I'd make like how dude coming off in the middle box with that, you know, I don't care, you know, very like, so what? You know what I'm saying? Your people, like, look at you, look at your black, like, I'm cussing you the fuck out because we all know what type of energy that's given, right?
Oh, man.
I would like you to remain part of the debate.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. He's smoking his cigarettes with his arrogant self. Come on, man. We don't have enough dialogue at all.
Surely you're not going to walk out in a debate about dialogue.
Go on and make your money, man.
Right. Well, there's a kind of farcical to quit a debate where we're literally debating about the importance of free speech and being able to listen to each other's opinions, which seems to me completely insane.
Well, when when he was out there trying to give y'all his motherfucking opinions, the man went. I mean, and then at this point too, it's like, what any more talking can we do? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is there any more talking we can do? You know what I'm saying? All we can do is just sit back, chill, and just try our best not to be locked up and go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there is no other point out of like angle, like, you know. Jasmine Crockett is doing the work. All we can do is continue to do the work and make sure we look into our local elections. Like Tesla Figaro was saying, let's make sure we keep up on our local elections. Okay, that's all we can do about that. So I think we're almost there. We are 40 minutes in, y'all. All right. So if you have enjoyed yourself so far, please hit that subscribe button. If that's all you can do for the page, that is fine with me. I don't need none else. I'm happy with a like and a motherfucking subscribe. And I hope you say, if you got to see my last live, I had a nice jacket on that I have got from the Goodwill here in Northeast DC. Yes, I did. Shout out to all my people and my family back home, everybody in the South. Please, if you're in Memphis, Tennessee, please be careful. Please play that safe. And you know, be cautious and aware of what's going on because you know the guard and everything like that. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Now I want to go to, we never did work this out, but we was moving. It's really moving. So I want to go to this clip about Donald Trump. Let me see while I made it. I'll go to this last. Let me see, I don't know last. What I want to do? Show right wing. Black one, no, I don't want to do Black one. Jay-Z. Okay, I'm not gonna do Jay-Z. I really don't care. Something about Jay-Z in the casino thing. Listen, honey, as black people, we got more doing it. I don't give no fuck about that. We got other concerns than us trying to buy a casino. We could have took all that money to Mississippi and make sure everybody had a good lawyer, or make sure everybody had an acre land to invest into their next generation of people. Then we could have went from there. We could have built a casino down there where people live. Whatever you, but no. Anyway. Moving on, this is gonna be, I guess this will be my last thing for the morning. I will probably get back on later, which more likely I will, because I have a little time, and we go over these things. But the last thing I want to go over is, I was saying earlier, you know, of course, you know that Jimmy Kimmel is fired from TV and stuff like that, and of course, it's because of Trump. We don't have to go through that. We did, because you know, power begots power. Cause like I said earlier, if a white man can't say it, bitch, something is wrong. Let's investigate. And so I want to go over this last part. Where is Trump at right now? I'm telling you, since all this been going on, Charlie Kirk, he been more worried about I think the ballroom, traveling, playing golf. I mean, this is some different type of morning. You know, he's in grief. And so let's just check out the views, Whoopi Goldberg and the girls. Okay, the Golden Girls edition. And look what they had to say about what Trump is doing overseas right now. They have a look.
The United States image issues were on full display ahead of you-know-who's visit to Britain before the royals rolled out the carpet for him. Protesters projected a giant
Come on, pull yourself together.
I'm trying to get myself together because, you know, the people in Britain, they just don't care. They make balloons, they put up giant photographs. They projected a giant photo of you-know-who with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. They projected it onto Windsor Castle. They were then arrested. So, this is why we talk about freedom of speech.
Yeah.
But is this, you know, how a lot of folks overseas kind of feel about it? Do you think it's how people feel right now internationally?
We should know this isn't just shade at the American president. There are allegations against Prince Andrew as well, so I think that was dual shade at the royal family, though he denies all allegations with Epstein. Listen, I think world leaders are waking up to how to woo Trump, and it's not that difficult or that complicated. No. Give him a love letter, invite him to something fancy, give him the pomp and circumstance. No, but I mean, they are putting on the full court press, and I applaud it, because if that's what it's going to take for him to support Ukraine in the war efforts, if that's what it's going to take to come up with smart trade policy that benefits the U.S. and the
remember
UK,
that
I'm all
UK's
for
a
it.
little tiny country. They're like, what can we do?
You could buy him a plane and gift him a plane.
You boys go the Qatari route.
You could do that.
My question is, how long is he going to stay in England? 3 years, maybe?
But, you know, to your question, Whoopi, in terms of how the rest of the world perceives us, I mean, it's anecdotal. I was in Europe this summer, and you know, a lot of people approached me and said, what's going on? How you doing?
Yeah.
Did you vote for that? I was like, I didn't vote for that. No, I didn't.
They clearly don't know who you are.
Yeah, they clearly don't know. But I'll also say this: if you just look at tourism from Canada has had the sharpest decline. Its Canadian visits in May decreased by 38% by car, 24% by air compared to the same month in 2024. Western Europe is also declining, but in total, this decrease in tourism could cost the U.S. an estimated $29 billion. $29 billion. And so, people don't want to come here.
Well, listen, when people see that, you know, the guy who's running everything says, we're going to make America great again, we're going to do this, and then you smash tourism, which makes people have to close their mom and pop tourist things.
And Las Vegas.
And Las Vegas is down. Everything is down. So I'm not really sure how these things are helping us as a country. But as you say, listen, people in Europe are like, listen, we know. We've gone through, we've dealt with this.
They've dealt with it.
We've dealt with this. We know what you're going through. And it takes people a little time to wake up and see that this isn't in their best interest as a nation. So they know what we're going through. They see it and they go, well, you know, we see you.
It's not the most appealing tourism video. If you're watching news, it's not the, you don't want to miss this place. But I mean, I'm a very proud American. It's just maybe not our finest moment.
No. And we've had other not fine moments, but that's what you do as a country. You live and you learn. You don't become perfect. No country on the planet is perfect.
And this is a particularly young country. And so, you know, we have some time.
And by the way, it is still worth coming. Like, Broadway's back, baby. Come to New York. There's so much good to see and experience in America.
But who can afford it?
The affording it is the hardest part. But if you can, it is still, you can come here and tune out the politics and spend time with great people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can, listen, America is still the place, the #1 place people want to come to start again.
Yeah.
That won't change because we've been that bright light on the hill, whether we've been perfect or not. A lot of us know we haven't been perfect, but we know how bad we haven't been. And so we'll get it right. We'll keep doing it because this is what you do.
Well, you heard it there. I mean, that's the view's opinion. But you know, it's kind of sad that a whole nother country they kind of know. They know you so well that they know that if they just stroke your ego a little bit and jack your dick off and tell you that everything is beautiful, you're going to fall for it. And I'm so sorry. So sorry. Black, white, yellow, or pink. We just don't need no president like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just don't. I mean, I hate that we're here, but we are. Okay? Now, what to do? I don't know. Yeah, well, all we can do is just watch Roland and Tisdin and all our other leaders we got right now and keep on living from day to day. And that is really the life of a black person, bitch. Okay. But anyway, So that is that. I think I am done. I'm tired. I went through, a little bit of things, and I need to really relax. So, good morning again. Hit the subscribe and hit that like button. This was my first audio podcast 090125. Okay. No, it does not mean September the 1st, bitch. Okay. That means it's my first podcast for September. Okay. I'm different, but I know my numbers. And thank you again for joining. Again, hit that like button. And if you're watching from Facebook, come on over to YouTube and check me out. Everything is not on Facebook because y'all are Kojic, and I need a little more full gospel Baptist over here. More of the deacons that drink and more of a smoking section. All right. Thank you for tuning in to this audio. Let's go out with a little bit of groove like we already did. And this is being brought to you. Get your soul glow today for a low price of $7.99. Call 1-800-234-5566 so your hair can be slicky, shiny, and you will leave a spark wherever you go. And there's a cloth cotton couch right here. If you have a good day on this Thursday, again, get your BBX juice, your soul glow shine right now. 1-800-234-5556. This is Keith Sweat, and this is the Keith Sweat Late Night